must never have sexual relations with a close relative, for I am the Lord. Don't have relationships with a close relative. That's what he said, right? Do not violate your father by having sexual relations with your mother. You would think this would have to go without saying. She is your mother. You must not have sexual relations with her. Do not have sexual relations with any of your father's wives, for this would violate your father. So we already got 3 blocks. Guys is coming out the gate hot. Do not have sexual relations with your sister or half-sister, whether she is your father's daughter or your mother's daughter, whether she was born into your household or someone else's. I'm going to just pause and say this. There is a very perverse spirit out right now in the porn industry where all of the porn actresses and actors are doing incestual things. I have a hot stepmama. I'm doing something with my brother. I'm doing something with my sister. The Bible is addressing this right now because that ain't new. This has been around for a long time. Do not have sexual relations with your granddaughter. What? Do we even need to say this, Lord? Whether she is your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter, for this would violate yourself. Do not have sexual relations with your stepsister, the daughter of any of your father's wives, for she is your sister. Do not have sexual relations with your father's sister. He's still going. For she is your father's close relative. Do not have sexual relations with your mother's sister, for she is your mother's close relative. Do not violate your uncle, your father's brother, by having sexual relations. Oh, it's already spilling out. That's what's happening to people's sexuality right now. They can't even hold it in. Pandora's box is open and it's all spilling out. I'm just trying to line it up and give it some structure, but it's all out in the open right now. Everybody going buck wild. And it ain't just in the world, it's in the church. Do not violate your uncle, your father's brother, by having sexual relations with his wife, for she is your aunt. Do not have sexual relations with your daughter-in-law. She is your son's wife, so you must not have sexual relations with her. Do not have sexual relations with your brother's wife, for this would violate your brother. Do not have sexual relations with both a woman and her daughter. This is just getting freaky. And do not take her granddaughter. Lord have mercy. What is y'all doing out here in these streets? Whether her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter, and have sexual relations with her. They are close relatives, and this would be a wicked act. While your wife is living, y'all better get this one. Do not marry her sister and have sexual relations with her, for they would be rivals. Do not have sexual relations with a woman during her period of menstrual impurity. Do not defile yourself by having sexual intercourse with your neighbor's wife. You would think. Do not permit any of your children to be offered up as a sacrifice to Molech, for you must not bring shame on the name of your Lord. I am the Lord. As some of y'all are saying, what does that even mean? That's talking about abortion. Do not practice homosexuality. Having sex with another man as with a woman, it is a detestable sin. A man must not defile himself by having sex with an animal, and a woman must not offer herself to a male animal to have intercourse with it. This is a perverse act. Do not defile yourselves in any of these ways, for the people I am driving out before you have defiled themselves in all these ways. Now, let me tell you why some people have not addressed what is written in Leviticus chapter number 18. Because the only thing people have done with Leviticus 18 is reduce it down to one verse. And they've reduced it down to one verse about homosexuality. Let me address this right now. There are 19 sexual sins that I just read you. Why would you only point to one of them? As if this one is worse than all the other sins that are listed. There's 19 sexual sins. 17 are heterosexual. one is homosexual, and one is to not sleep with animals. So it's not that we're coming against one act. It's we're coming against all the acts, and we're saying that God has prescribed a way to not prohibit us, but protect us so that we can enjoy what he gave us and the way we're supposed to express it.